it's Craig Romero here, and welcome to Content Revenge. And in this video I'm going to share with you some really cool things, so if you can just follow me for about 10 minutes, I promise you're going to be blown away with what's possible with niche marketing. So for those of you who don't know me, which I'm sure is most of you, and that's because up until now I've never gone public with my success or my earnings or any of the tools I've developed throughout my career as an internet marketer. I've just always kept those things private, but today I'm going to share with you all of those things. So back in 2004, I began learning the value of building niche sites monetized with AdSense, and in the first year of doing that, I pumped an extra $120,000 into my business, and that was just from these simple little AdSense niche sites. However, the very next year, in 2005, my niche sites generated over $900,000. So at that time, at the end of 2005, I sat back and I evaluated the sheer power of niche marketing, and I realized that I needed to turn that method into a long-term business model. So after making that decision, I've gone on to generate an additional $1.6 million, and that's entirely from these little niche websites monetized with AdSense. So for just that particular business model, I've been able to generate an additional $2.6 million in the last 7 years. So if you average that out, it comes out to $375,000 per year, which is not too bad, especially when you consider how turbulent the economy and the job market has been lately. So I'm not going to lie and tell you it's as easy as it was back then to generate that kind of money with AdSense, because it's certainly become more competitive, and as we know, Google has become a lot more difficult to work with as well, right? So as a great example of this, back in 2005, when most of my earnings were well over $100,000 per month, and my average earnings were just over $80,000 per month, and my biggest month that year was over $190,000. And again, this is just from AdSense, and that was for 1 month, $190,000. So in this screenshot, I have my April and May AdSense earnings, and at the top there, you can see boxed in red, the April check was over $137,000, and then 30 days later, for May, you can see below that there, I got a check for a little over $191,000. And I'm really proud of these because to this day, I've never met another niche marketer who's posted higher AdSense earnings online, except for the guy from Plenty of Fish. He certainly does well with AdSense, but in terms of niche marketing, I still haven't seen anybody that's posted checks higher than this. So maybe they're out there, I haven't seen them, and I've looked. This next screenshot here is from the following month, which is June, and as you can see there, for the 30 days of June, I made over $148,000. So as I mentioned earlier, it's certainly become quite a bit more difficult to make that kind of money with AdSense. However, keep in mind that I'm still averaging $375,000 per year with AdSense, and it's just continuing to grow each and every month. So why is it that it's more difficult to earn big money with AdSense nowadays? Well, of course we talked about there being more competition and tougher Google rules, but there's another thing that plays a big role in this too, and that's because it seems that everyone in niche marketing, or in the niche marketing game, is doing the exact same thing. And that exact same thing is that everyone is using written or spun articles for their content. And up until about 10 months ago, I was doing this exact same thing as well, and it's only because there really have been no other options. So in my opinion, and my opinion is based on lots of testing, and this comes from doing a lot of testing during Panda, is that I've concluded that article content just doesn't perform nearly as well as it used to for niche sites. And I think this is totally apparent when you look at the huge hit that article directories have taken with the latest Google Panda update. So in this slide, let me just show you some quick examples. Below in the bullet points are some stats provided by Systrix, which shows the percentage loss of keywords in Google that article directories have experienced after Panda. And in the first bullet there, we show ezine articles, which I know all of you should be familiar with. They lost 90% of their keyword rankings after Panda. 90%. That's insane. So going down the list there, you see Suite 101, which is another article directory. They lost 94% of their keyword rankings after Panda. Below that's another popular one I think most niche marketers know of, and that's Article Base. They lost 94% of their keyword rankings after Panda. And the last one there, Find Articles, again another site that most niche marketers have used. They lost 90% of their keyword rankings as well. So, and believe me, the list just keeps going on and on. I just don't have the space or the time to report them all here. However, I hope you get the picture, because Google has made it crystal clear that article sites just don't have the quality required to rank highly anymore. So if you're wondering why your niche sites aren't doing so hot, well, this is the reason, and unfortunately most niche marketers are still trying to figure this out. Now, I have a question. Where do most niche marketers generally get their articles to spin? And you guys probably all know this, but if you guessed article directories, then you certainly guessed it right, because they've all been devalued by Google. So to me, it clearly doesn't make any sense that niche marketers are continuing to use these tactics, which Google clearly frowns upon. So with that said, 10 months ago, just before Panda unleashed its mayhem on niche sites, I had the idea that I needed to do something different, just something more efficient, something better than spending my time writing and spinning articles, and certainly something that that ranked well in Google. So that's 10 months ago is when I came up with the idea for Content Revenge. Now, let's fast forward through the last 10 months during the Panda update and during countless hours of testing. I did all this just to ensure, or I did all the testing just to ensure that Content Revenge lived up to my needs as a niche marketer. And through all of that, through the testing, through the Panda ups and downs, I'm here to tell you that Content Revenge, that this plugin is hands down the best content generator I've used in the last 7 years. I mean, it has been absolutely phenomenal for my business. And not only does this plugin generate thousands of high-quality search engine optimized pages on the fly, but these pages get indexed and rank so much better than my sites that used to have articles as their content. And I'll also tell you this, I literally have thousands of pages that are on the first page of Google right now, all because of this plugin. And of course, with those first page rankings, my AdSense earnings are increasing every day as more and more of my Content Revenge pages get indexed. So I think I mentioned earlier that I've never shared any of my tools on the open market before. However, after experiencing just how well Content Revenge works, I totally knew how valuable this was, not only to me as a product owner, but also to all the niche marketers out there who are hungry for something new and something that eliminates writing and spinning articles. I mean, we all know how time-consuming that is, right? It was just time that somebody had. I'm surprised nobody's built something that eliminates that. But also, last but not least, I needed something that was able to get my sites ranked and indexed extremely well. So with that said, I've obviously decided to go public, not only with the success that I've had as an internet marketer, but also with the software, which I'm confident will truly give other internet marketers the same opportunity to have the success that I've had with it. Now, my goal here is to see niche marketers start succeeding again and stop writing and spinning articles that Google has so clearly devalued recently. So again, before I let you go, have a look at my proof page and just see my recent earnings, which this plugin is responsible for. And also check out the demo page to see exactly how Content Revenge works. And both these links are just right above this video. So again, I really would like to stress just once more that if you're a niche marketer and you want to take your business to the next level and you really want to make some serious money with your sites, then I highly recommend you pick this plugin up today and put it to use, because I'll guarantee it'll make a huge impact in your search traffic and revenue. I'll guarantee that. So I just want to thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video, and I truly look forward to hearing about your success with Content Revenge.